We're in the second round, and let's go to the update of the bracket here. And we had to make some changes because a lot of boxers weren't available. So this is the new setup going into the next round. So a lot of boxers are going to get a bye, and then a couple other fights will happen too. So everybody you see in the round 2 here got the bye, or the matchup will happen the next round. So this could even out. So this is all of our round 1, basically round 2 fights right here. And we're on Tony Tucker versus Scott Frank. And then we're going to have Leon Spinks versus Razor Ruddock, Lucian Rodriguez versus George Foreman, Carl Williams versus Buster Douglas, and then Michael Spinks versus Orlin Norris. So that's our second round matches. And then our third round will be everybody you see there. So everything is fixed right now, and then it'll be all the way to the end. All right, let's go down to the ring for our action. And today, we got Tony TNT Tucker taking on Scott Frank. All right, so I'm going to go through the whole setup for you guys on the first fight so we know how it works here. So we're going to find out what shape they're in. So the first thing that pops up, you're going to see this is a historical fighter lifestyle. So what we do is we roll on their lifestyle. So we'll start with Tony Tucker. His lifestyle is a 2. Come back, we roll the die on the 2. And it's just going to be, it should just be 1. So I'll roll a die, and you add the die together, all 3 die. So it's going to be like a 3-digit number. So it'll be 146. He has a 2, so that's the good shape section. 146 will be in the PFT2. And we come down here in the result area, and it says pre-fight training condition is decent. Subtract 1 from his TR rating. So Tony Tucker is going to go down in his TR. So we're going to take that down to 7. Okay, Frank's got a 1 for his lifestyle. Bring that back up. Let's roll on it. That's top shape section. 313 is going to be in the PFT3. And we go down there, and that says condition is normal, so no change. So it's going to be 7.6. And then we're going to be all good on this section. So we'll go to the judges now. We'll roll all 3 dice for that. Find out who they are for this fight. And we're going to get a 9 for the first judge. That'll be Judge G. Let's find out if he has a bias. So it's Judge G, so it's just champion, hometown. We're not doing that. We're going to go with popularity, and that'll be the highest. Down here it says favorite fighter, bout with the highest popularity rating is equal. Go to the next. So the highest popularity is right there, the 3, 2. So Tony Tucker is going to be for Judge 2. Let's roll for Judge 3 now. We're going to get a 9. So the 9, we got already Judge G. Well, 10 it is. So we get a 10, Judge H. And that's going to go popularity again for his bias 1. Judge H. So Tucker has the advantage, the bias here. Okay, so now you fill in. There's sections here. They're TR rating. And you go with stamina. So it'd be the 8th round. It's the groove round. So you start with the groove round. That's when they hit their total TR. So you put 7 there, and then you go down 1 backwards. And then you go up to their stamina rating, which is 8 rounds, 8. So he'll be a 7 to the 8th round. And then it starts going down again. So you take it down. And so Scott Frank's groove round is a 2nd. So he's going to be a 6 there, and he's going to be a 5 this round. So they're pretty even. This could be an interesting fight. And his stamina is an 8. And he's going to drop down. He's just 1 behind each round. Tucker. Let's see what comes out of this. All right, so we got everything set, and we're ready to play. All right, let's roll for control. And that's an 8 and a 7. And red's going to be Tucker, and Frank will be the blue. And we get a 1. So that's going to be Frank. It's got control. Let's roll to find out. He rolls a 4. That'd be normal. Roll the white die again. 6. So you look under the normal section. That would be +2 for him. And we put 2 just right there. And then we go to our chart for effective punches landed chart. And we're in the heavyweight section, and that's the TR down in the blue. And he's got a 5 this round, so we'll be rolling on that, all 3 die. Add them up. He gets an 8 on the 5. 16 plus a 2, he's got 18 punches landed. So now we go to Tucker, who's got a 5 also. Roll the die for Tucker on the 5. He rolls a 12. That's going to get him 20. And now we go to the scoring chart. It's a 2-point difference. 2-punch difference is 10-10. And the other 2 judges give the round their biased favorite. So that'd be 10-9. So Tucker is going to win this round, except for mine. I got to score at 10-10. And they're going to score at 10-9 for Tucker. Alright, so we go in the second round. Let's roll for the control. And that's going to be Frank again. Control, let's roll the 2 die. Gets a 6, that's going to be aggressive. Then a 4, which is going to put him in a +4 to his count this time. Okay, effective punches now. He's a 6 this time on the TR. Rolls a 9. That's going to get him 19 plus the 4 is 23. So Tucker's up now. He's got a 6 this time. He rolls a 14. That's going to get him 24. We'll go to the score chart here, and that's 1 punch difference, so 10-10 regardless of bias. So pretty good fight the first 2 rounds. Nobody's really taking control. Roll for control. And that's going to be Tucker this time. The 6. So Tucker's got control. Back to our chart. We'll use the white die 4. That's going to be normal. Roll it the second time. Gets a 5. That's going to be +2 for him. To our other chart. Go on that. He's a 7 this time for the TR. He rolls a 7. 7. And a 7 gets a 19. He's got a 6 this time for Frank. And a 6. And he got 10. That's going to get him 20. So we know a 1 punch difference is nothing but a 10-10 round. Right. Let's roll for control. Tight fight right now. That's going to be 2-1. That's going to be Tony Tucker with it again. Tucker with the 5. That's going to be aggressive. White die shows a 1, so he's going to get +6 to his punches this time. He's a 7 still. 7. He rolls 11. It's going to get him 23. He's going to 29. Higher output this time. See what Frank gets. He's a 6. He rolls a 8. That's going to get him 18. A low output. Could mean trouble for Frank now. Let's go over to the card. That's a 11-point difference right here. That's going to be 10-9. And then we're going to the Killer Instinct early here. And you go by his cover-up and Killer Instinct. So his Killer Instinct's a 7, and his is a 2 for Frank. So 7 and a 2. Killer Instinct. Alright, so we're going to roll on that. So it'd be 7, and then the 2. That right here. See what we get here. That's 11. 7, 2, 11. That's going to be a knockout here in the 5th round. When Frank was holding on. But Tucker comes through with a high output and knocks out Scott Frank. Here in the 4th round. Just when Frank was hanging in. Tony Tucker knocks him out. And we're going to find out the time. And we roll the die. First die tells us the minute. A 3, that's going to be the first minute. 54. That's going to be 1 minute and 47 seconds into the round. Knockout. Frank goes down. And Tony Tucker comes through, and he's going to move on to the 3rd round now. What a fight. Stay tuned, guys, for the next matchup.